everyone. Tina Spalding Trance Channel here today for our daily Course in Miracles lesson together. Thank you for joining me again today. Today we are doing lesson number 300. Only an instant does this world endure. This is a thought which can be used to say that death and sorrow are the certain lot of all who come here, for their joys are gone before they are possessed or even grasped. Yet this is also the idea that lets no false perception keep us in its hold, nor represent more than a passing cloud upon a sky eternally serene. And it is this serenity we seek, unclouded, obvious and sure today. We seek your holy world today, for we, your loving sons, have lost our way a while. But we have listened to your voice and learned exactly what to do to be restored to heaven and our true identity, and we give thanks today the world endures but for an instant. We would go beyond that tiny instant to eternity. And that is our lesson for today, lesson number 300. Only an instant does this world endure. Let's see what Jesus has to say to us today. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. And of course, that is not how you look at this place. You think of it as a permanent place. Despite all the many changes that are constantly happening in your life and in your world, a lot of your suffering comes from wanting things to be permanent and wanting things to stay the same. One of the great gifts you can give yourself along with doing this lesson and beginning to focus on the eternal is the letting go of the permanent and the idea that things should remain the same. All of you would be much better off to be in deep appreciation of whatever it is that is happening today, because it will change. And those of you that have been on the planet a little while, of course, understand this. You look back to previous marriages or when your children were small or when you were in university and you think, my goodness, how different that time was. If only I had known how precious it was, I would have valued it more. This is the saying that you have on your planet: the youth is wasted on the young. Youth is wasted on the young, because you truly do not appreciate what you have when you're young. You are full of dreams of all of the things that you are going to achieve and how you are going to be happy. But as many of you find out as you go through this challenging excursion into 3D reality, a lot of your dreams don't come true. But they don't come true not because you're not deserving, not because you are being punished, but because the dreams are ego dreams. There are things that you did receive that you wanted, whether it be a new car or a new house or a new lover, and you found out that that didn't make you happy. But the penny never has really dropped for many of you that these worldly assets are not the thing that makes you happy. Yes, driving a new car will keep you entertained and stimulated for a few weeks perhaps, but then the dissatisfaction will come in again and you will begin looking for the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. One of the ways of connecting to eternity is through the eternal now, through the practice of appreciation and gratitude. Knowing that whatever it is that you have now, whether it be money, health, love, sickness, debt, doesn't matter whether it's the good or the bad, this too shall pass. And in that appreciation of each of those things, you will say, for the lack, thank goodness this is not going to last. I will come out of the other side of this. And if you have that idea of not resisting it, but looking at it and going, okay, well, I have a lack of funds right now, but what do I have? What do I have in abundance? Is there a way of getting into a state of appreciation for what I am experiencing right now? Perhaps you are experiencing a lack of money because the experience it is bringing you is what you needed. Perhaps you have overly valued money. Perhaps you have not developed other aspects of your abundance practice, and not having money for a little while can aid you in that. And alternatively, if you have a lot, the ego's methodology would be to fear losing what you have. What we would like you to do if you have a lot is that we would like you to appreciate fully and revel in it and roll around in it and squeeze all the juice you can out of what you have right now. Because this too shall pass and change will come. So this is an adjunct to your current practice, this idea of fully living in the now, regardless of whether you consider it good or bad, because each experience is going to expand your expression of yourself. And once you begin to see the good in the bad and the changeability in the good, then you will be living fully in the now, and it is there that eternity lies. And that is what this lesson is referring to. This world does not last very long. And those of you that have been on this planet for a few decades know how quickly it can go in human terms. But we are literally speaking here that if you change your mind, if you shift your frequency, the world you know will change instantaneously, and you will begin living in a new place, a more heavenly aligned place. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.